Yeah, so that's a good point, actually. I haven't really said that. So I'm doing God's work, and I'm the boss. I have a lot of power. Now, why have I've chosen to do this like this. I want all the I's dotted and all the T's crosses. So these people thought, we'll put her... Do you know where I was in Handsworth? Ashwin Road. It's the most known place where murders happen. It's horrendous, apparently. I didn't know that. I like it. I love Handsworth, me. It's beautiful, actually. Obviously, there's the dark shadow side there, but I'll sort that out for you, don't worry, guys. And, yeah. So, they thought they were throwing... Don said it to me. You wouldn't survive a day in fucking Handsworth with the fucking gangsters. It's fucking rough as fuck down there. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You've been sheltered all your life. Because he thought he'd had a hard life, feeling sorry for himself. When really... he had no idea who I was, because this is a classic thing that we should all do. Never judge a book by its cover, people. Because you don't know what I'm going through, you don't know who I am. You don't know what the hell's going on in my life. So there's a little bit of a story for you. So I threw myself into it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, I've been raped, robbed and stolen from. Found out, though, that there's corruption in the police, the judge, the council, the property market, the gangsters, the rich Mason people, men and women. There's a secret lodge for the women as well as the men. The Africans are in on this, walking around the streets pretending they're homeless, and they're not homeless. She's very rich. Mrs. Cooper spends a lot of time in hotels. How is that? Yeah, exactly. So I've seen it, and I've seen the corrupt charity that sells the food. Well, does the food, and they're so godly. And I've seen the way they mentally abuse people. And I've watched them. Oh, you need a ticket? Stand over there. Stand here. Stand there. Stand there. And then there's a fight. And then the homeless people get blamed and arrested because they caused trouble. And then the police mark them again. And that's not true. They were provoked. They're triggering them to make them do this. I've watched them. And these people are nice. Why are you doing that? Yeah. And then there was one lady, Pat. Hi. She's like, I'm standing in the front because I can't hear her. I said, when I'm rich, I'm going to buy you a microphone, bitch. I says, nobody can understand what you're saying. So anyway, I was standing at the front of the queue, and the old lady, who's 96. I'm not being funny, but if you were a witch when you were 20, by the time you're 96, you're a master fucking bitch. Okay? So I'm standing at the front. But everyone respects her because she's so old. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? No, she's not fucking lovely. I see her fucking soul. She's a fucking demonic fucking wow. Anyway, I'm standing next to her, and I'm like, she says, you need to get the back of the queue. Have you got a ticket? I said, I've got a ticket, yeah. And she went, we have to get the back of the queue. I said, are we standing in the queue in order of numbers of the tickets? And she says, well, no, but you need to get the back. Go and stand in line. And I went, well, I'm in line, but I can't hear what she's saying, so I want to hear so I don't miss my number. Because I said, otherwise we don't get the food. And this woman, I says to her, she says, well, you need to go and stand in the queue. I said, I am in the queue. And she says, well, I'm at the front. I says, well, I can clearly see that. I says, you're always at the front. Isn't that funny? And she says, well, I said, anyway, funny fucker. I says, have you got a ticket? And she went, well, no, I'm always at the front. I'm always number one. I went, oh, is that right? So it was a scam from Handsworth. They set up a fake charity and we're doing the voodoo black magic on everybody else. Hi, Angela. Do you know what I mean? So for me, people look at me crazy. She's living homeless. She's in this house. No, I know there was cameras in the house. Hi, Dean. I know what you were doing upstairs, wanking. I know you were watching everything that's going on, trying to pretend you're my friend. I know what you were doing, property manager. Oh, I want to give you a job. Oh, yeah, what job? Oh, you can come work for me. I need people who are organised and... All right, then. You do realise I'm the fucking boss. I told her I'm the fucking boss, and they moved me, thinking she was pretending to be clever and I didn't know. And they moved me to Ashwin. Not Ashwin. They moved me to Aston, where it's even worse, because that's where the big voodoo bitch is. All right, bitch. Blue hair, blue lights. Oh, I'm the top bitch, me. She's shagging about 13 fucking men. owns a nice little shop. You are still, is that the one still working in the shop? In the square in Birmingham? Near the anything, I don't know. Then I went and got my hair cut at the Africans. He's fucking in with it and that. Oh yeah, boys. I know. You just think I don't know. So yeah, I'm a God's warrior. Not a worrier. You're worrying. I would be fucking worried. They're worrying in case, oh God, does she know about us? Does she know about... I know about everybody in the whole of Birmingham. Birmingham's beautiful. It's a, hey, big man. Hey. Oh, look.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's not my fault. See you later. See, just being sick. That's with the thought of that. So basically, Birmingham's beautiful. I was talking to a guy the other day, though. He's about 80. And I said, oh, I love Birmingham. And he says, yeah, only what he does, most people don't admit they come here. And I said, why? And he said, right. So, because there's a shadow of masonry's here. And this is the capital. This is where Prince Charles does all his fucking bullshit from. And then London's been the undercover place where the underground funding. Birmingham funds the underground. Don't you, Cooper? Minnie. All right. So yeah, so my mission is very big. I'm dealing with my daughter and my own heart issues as Catherine, but double shot mission is I'm an MK Ultra survivor working. Go and join if you're interested in this and this is triggering anything or you understand anything. I've got a sister who's also amazing. I love her. Hello, Grace! But by the grace of God, she runs, because she's more into this, further into this than me. But for helping wise, I've been still working as the ISG. I'm the shit shifter. I'm the ground worker. I'm the fucking right. What's going on here? So she's the Freedom Programme online, who's giving us advice and telling us what's going on. So I go on her page and she tells me all this stuff and I'm like, oh, thank God that was right then, I'm not fucking crazy. Thank fucking God for grace. Jesus Christ. Because she was a stolen child and her father is a singer. I'll leave you to go and investigate that yourself. I'm not going to tell you all Grace's life, it's not my business. But yeah, she's called the Freedom Programme, Grace. I think it's just called the Freedom Programme. I just follow people online. I don't know names and numbers. I forget these things. Got a lot going on, as you can tell. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing as a God worker. God's work is not everybody making cups of tea and playing bingo in the fucking church hall. Okay? So yeah, that's what I'm doing as I'm trying to heal myself. And now on my way to go to the signing on place to get universal credits, to see what the good sanctions they're going to put on me today and try and see if they're going to manipulate me or help me. We'll see where we go with that. They've tried every way to block my money, stop my money. And yeah, because the old Don had stolen my IP address, I didn't get messages. So they sanctioned me, I didn't get paid. 3 weeks I had no money. No money for 3 weeks, I lived off fresh air. Not a miracle. So I'm only telling you this because this is God's investigation. I'm loving it, me. Because I can now fully tell you, you don't need money to survive. Thank you, Dad. Today I would like to thank my God, my dad, for actually giving me this opportunity to prove a point against the Illuminati, Masonry, Fat Cat, 1%, cream in the fucking musks of the Bill Gates, Phantom of the Opera, who's killed all our children, Where you're harvesting the energy from, Opera. And why has Oprah Winfrey got all that money and not helping anybody? Same with Elon. Shouldn't need all that money. If I can survive like this on what I've got, why have you got all what you've got but not sharing it? But let's help the homeless. I've seen her and The Rock. We're doing a lovely raise money for the people of charity. Okay, you're a billionaire. Why don't you just give the money yourself? Why don't you just give the money? Why are you asking the poor people who are already poor to give more money? It's a good idea. Back to Live 8, 1986. Fuck you all. I know I'm right, you know I'm right, and now you're going to have to do something about it. Mason boys, Jew boys.